Hey, today we are going to look at the several stock indices closing on the week of 23rd September. Let's start with the US stock indices. Okay. Uh, Firstly is the Dow Jones. Now, after the interest rate increase, the 75 points increase in the interest rate by the Fed, okay, the market reacted to it in a negative way. Okay, but looking at the Dow Jones weekly, okay, it is actually reaching um, the long-term trend over here, which is this line, right? So I think that next week there's probably going to be some technical rebound instead of falling straight through. But nevertheless, just watch out. I think it's not at this point in time. It's still not a good time to long any of the stocks. Okay. Next up would be the Nasdaq. Nasdaq has reached um, the support. Okay, as formed by this straight line over here. Okay, formed by this the um, the low. Okay, of the week of 18 September 2020, and the not too distant 10th of June 2022. Right, so it's near the support here. Anybody who has already shot the Nasdaq, okay, as should be, should watch out for some profit taking over here. Yeah, at this point, sometime next week. Okay. Then, in terms of the financial heavy S&P 500, it's the same thing, pretty similar to the Nasdaq, since some of the Nasdaq stock is in the S&P 500, so it has hit the support line over here. If anything, there might be some like rebound because of the heavy fall last week. Okay. Um, do watch out for Nasdaq is probably one of the most one of the weaker among the three U.S. Major stock indices. So if it does break through, then we are likely to see the stock falling as low as the 3,044 points. Now, to look at the CAC 40, which is the French stock indices. You can see that it has fallen through the support over here, this particular line. So if anybody wants to initiate a short position on the CAC 40, then it is as good as any time to do that. If there's a slight technical rebound, then you can find some good entry point to short further. Okay, that's the next stop over here, which is pretty far away at 4,810. Okay, which is the long-term trend support line. Okay, of the CAC 40. Now, going into Asia. Okay, first we want to look at the Hang Seng. Now, Hang Seng has uh, has just broke through the support line over here. But if you look at the long-term trend line of the Hang Seng Index, okay, it is pretty near to it. So for from a point of risk management, okay, if anybody wants to keep their short position, then this 16,400 or so is the point where yes, you can consider profit taking. If you want to initiate any new short position, it's not a good time to do that, in my opinion. Okay, and neither is it a good time to look at the long the Hang Seng, because the general market is still very weak overall globally. Okay. As far as the Shanghai Stock Exchange is concerned, you can see that now this is the long-term trend line over here. All right, so it's pretty near. Not really much we can do on the Shanghai Stock Exchange. Probably direction it will be clear after the 20th National Party Congress in China, in Beijing. Right. So as for the STI, no, it is still trying to form the right side. It's still trying to form the right side of uh, the head and shoulders over here. So it is in a tight trading range, I would say. So neither here nor there, but definitely not. It's not a time to long the any of the STI stock at this point in time. Now, as for the another major stock index in Asia, the Nikkei 225, right? Nothing much going on, so just stay put, hold on to cash, and if you are into the Nikkei 225. Now, as for the Kospi 200, the Korean stock market, you can see that it's pretty near to the long-term, the recent long-term support line over here. So even though it has broken through the support over here at the 3020, it, 302.1, but it is not a time to short, add to the short position if you still have any, because it's very close to this long-term support line. So that's it for the wrap up for the global stock indices for the week closing 23rd September.